so I've left everything till last minute for certain. It's Samhain today, and I wanted to change my altar around a bit. This has been more used. Lots of candles have been used. I've meditated more this month. Still not enough, but yeah, I want to change this around today. I am feeling slightly weird today, very overwhelmed with stuff, very behind, but at the least I want to get my ancestor pictures up here and pictures of my dogs that I've loved through the years. So yeah, we're going to change the altar up today. Okay, I've taken the bright parasol down from up there because we're in the darker part of the year now, and I've put on this sort of orangey gold, and I am about to start putting on some photos. There's already this photograph which is my dad when he was about 8. I lost my dad 13 years ago now, and that's his uncle and one of his cousins in the picture as well. That's staying on centrally, and I'm going to start putting some ancestor pictures on that I've got. Yeah, because I think I need to do some ancestor work, I really do. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, well I think this might need to be the end of it because I'm kind of running out of space. So central is my dad, and my dad's mum, my Nanny Brotherton. She's the one ancestral person that's passed that I trust with my dad to call on, even more so than my dad really, because kind of my dad in his life, he was gentle, but he also was a bit of an enabler for my mother. So I've kind of put the stone that represents me, the stones that represent me with all the crystals around it, in a broken heart stone, because I think I've got a bit of work to do at the moment. So I'm going to call on the energies of my nan. You've got some of her kids. There's my nan again and her husband. So that was my granddad and my auntie Kath. And then you've got Stan and Wyn. These were my aunt and uncle, and my auntie Doreen, who was married to Uncle Reg. So these are my nan's kids. So she had lots of boys: Reg, Stan, Kath was one of her girls. There's my auntie Iris, who was a bit of a dolly bird in her time. She's the one that gave me all the antique lace. So she was the youngest, one of the youngest sisters. There's my dad, and there's my Uncle Stan again, and the youngest of the brothers was my Uncle John, who unfortunately he died young. So these are the pictures that I've got, and in this picture there's my nanny there's my auntie Doreen. I'm not sure who these ladies are, but I liked that idea of a whole row of ladies. I'm inviting them in as well. I've put a drink of water out because my family were pretty much teetotal, to be honest. My dad never drank at all, apart from the odd shandy. But then this corner, I've got the rainbow bridge here and a bowl of dog biscuits, because this is really, really important to me. This is my beautiful Maisie, my Irish Terrier, who I had before I got Rupert. I had her from a tiny little puppy to when she was 14, and unfortunately she died. I had to let her go because she had cancer and she was getting more and more poorly. And they take a part of your heart with you, don't they? So that's my Maisie. She was incredibly naughty. She hated other dogs. She was hard work, but I want her on there. And at the back here are the dogs that I grew up with. This was Rebel. He was an Alsatian cross Labrador, a rescue. And I always say that Rebel is, Rupert is Rebel come back. I am absolutely certain of it. And this is Pippa, who was also a rescue, who nobody wanted, not even my mum. And I wouldn't let anybody put her back in the kennel. I absolutely refused. And she absolutely clung to me. And in the end, I literally forced the family into getting her because I refused to let the kennels put her back. And she is my Luna. I'm sure Luna is the reincarnated soul of Pippa. And Rupert is the reincarnated soul of Rebel. The other two dogs, this is my very first dog. This is Penny. She was a purebred rough collie. I had her for my 10th birthday after 6 years of continual nagging. And then the little Australian Terrier down here is Kerry. And then this was my mum's dog, Ben, who I completely adored as well. He was an Alsatian. So the dogs that I've loved and lost are on there too. I need to put some water out for them. So anyway, this is hopefully going to be a healing altar. I feel it all at 6s and 7s at the moment, and I don't quite know why. And I just really feel like I need this at the moment. This all needs cleaning at the front here, and I need to get something to cover that up with. It's all where I store stuff, and you know, I display the odd things on these shelves that poke out, but I don't like it looking quite so messy. So I'm going to see if I can find something to cover that up with now. Yeah, so that's it so far. Yeah, my Samhain altars get coming together. Okay, so I've taken down this parasol, which was for the sun, representing the sun, and the wheel of the year for the sunny part. Now we're going into the darker part of the year. I took this down and I wasn't going to put anything else back up, but it kind of made me feel sad because for a start, you've got that great big gap that I'm not used to seeing anymore, and secondly, I don't want to feel like the sun's gone, because although it's a darker part of the year, the sun's still there. We just can't see it as much. So I got this one out. The shape of the umbrella, the parasol, represents the wheel of the year, just to remind me that things are still turning and the sun's still there even if we can't see it. So I'm just about to put that one up now. And finally it's done. This is my Samhain altar. So I've put away the yellow sun that I normally have on the altar, and in its place I've just put a simple dark sun. I've put some Day of the Dead flowers and sugar skull symbols on there. There's water and dog biscuits and the rainbow bridge for all the dogs and cats. There's a cat at the back as well that have left my life that I've loved. In the centre there's me with a broken heart. There's a lot of ancestral pain and trauma in my bloodline that I'm still struggling with. I'm completely no contact with my remaining family, out of complete necessity, but complete heartbreak as well. So on here I've put ancestors from my dad's side, and my dad and my beautiful nan, and my crystal necklace to charge, and leaves that I'm going to burn when it gets dark. I've put a sliced apple so that the pentacle shows, and an almond cake because my dad loved almonds, and a drink for the ancestors visiting. There is my sun and moon candles out. I've still got some goddess imagery up there, but this I've really changed more into a Samhain ancestral altar. And then up here, of course, I've got the dark sun now. I've swapped the parasols over. So that's it. That's my Samhain altar complete. Ready for me to start doing some ancestor work and some more healing work. I've moved some of my goddess altars, and my cleansing bell is over here now. This is ready to charge some moon water tonight. yeah, I've just had a general tidy up. Got my octopus on the bed, my tarot desk over there, ready to do a year ahead readings in a little bit once the kids are in bed. So yeah, we're all tidied. I've cleansed, I've sound cleansed, I've smoked cleansed, and I am ready for Samhain. Now I've got to go and do some fun with the kids, sprinkle some salt around the house, and we're ready. Okay guys, have a wonderful Samhain, and I hope the coming year and the coming turn of the wheel is a good one for you. But then of course downstairs it's Halloween for the kids and the dogs. So I'm just about to put on, we're just about to have a party, aren't we? Just about to have a Samhain party. So we've got the swinging chair, has got a spider web on the back, lit up. What else have we got? We've got a spider web mirror and bats and flickering candles. Haven't we, Luna? We've got balloons lying around everywhere. Got our lanterns up. And over in this corner, I'm just about to lay the table with party food for us. Luna, hello. So we've got skulls and bats on the table. We've got a piñata ready to go. Ghouls and horror bunting. So that's it downstairs. It's definitely witching season. Have a great Samhain, guys. Blessed be.